Today I'm here with Tietta. This platform is called Humans Decorating Time. It's where I basically lock in with all my favorite humans and we talk hella shit.
I made the list, bro.
Yeah. Tietta is definitely one of my favorite humans.
Wow.
Definitely like a genius. I don't know how to put it into words. Let me talk about how she literally manages good company. She does everything from admin work to poetry to being an advocate for her community, and most importantly, just a cool ass human. Ta-da!
Wow.
Okay.
I'm honored.
Hell yeah. How's your day going?
It's going great.
Yeah.
I brought all the homies outside.
Yeah,
we had a little picnic.
Had this picnic only because Tietta hit the group chat, was like, what the fuck y'all doing today?
I wanted to check on my homies.
Yeah. See? Cool ass human. The first question I got for you is, how difficult is it to like lock in and trust the vision of an artist when being their manager? Like how difficult is it to like really commit to that?
I feel like it's only difficult if you picked an artist that you don't already fully believe in. And that's why I'm like, people are like, oh, I need your help with this, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I give everything I can out publicly, but like to really bring you in and you have to be fully invested, it has to be somebody that I'm already like, I see what you're building and I'm 100% in.
Agreed.
I don't care how crazy it is. You say what it is and then we'll figure out how to do it.
Come on. I think that there's this common misconception that when you get a manager, things just start to make sense. But I don't think people realize that you have to have something to manage. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't even have business to manage.
No, I agree.
Bro.
Like it's not even just like just music or anything that's like creative. Like you have to actually help yourself to a certain degree before I can help you with any. What am I going to help you with? What am I doing here? Right?
Yeah, I think about that often. I've had other artists reach out to me and be like, can you manage me? And and I'm always like nervous because I'm like, if you don't have something to manage, I can't make something happen out of thin air. And I see other managers in the field and I'm like, oh, dang, you know, like they organize like a video shoot or they do all these other things. And I think that that's great. But it's also like the real art is figuring out where the artist that you manage is lacking at and then filling in those places. And like for me, it's like if you need help across the board, you're probably not ready for a manager yet.
Agreed. It's like you have to baseline at least help yourself before like I need to know what you're lacking in first, and then I'm like, okay, this is what I can help improve, whether it be like on admin work or like scheduling or something. But sometimes when people are like, oh, I just need a manager, but they don't have anything yet, it's
they think it's gonna make magic happen.
Yeah, it's not you need a magician.
You got the wrong M, brother.
You got the wrong M. To get the M's, you need to get the right M, and you need a magician, not a manager.
Right? You're looking for a magician, my friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I got another question for you. Okay, you do poetry, right?
I do.
It's not just managing, but amazing poetry at that. And I feel like music and poetry are kind of in the same way where they're like both art forms. Do you ever feel like writer's block or creative block when it comes to poetry?
I'm currently in one.
Oh.
I've been in one for a long time now. That it feels like anyway. Yeah. I think me and Mally had like long talks about this where he's like, I feel like I need to live more life because I've already talked about the other things that I lived, and it's like, well, I don't want to just keep harping on like the same old things.
Agreed.
But I also, this poet that I follow, she had said, you have to find new poetic ways to talk about old things. And I was like, oh,
damn.
Duh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Duh.
For example, like, say you're like an R&B artist, right? And you had like this long career. Bro, how many times you finna talk about love? Right? But they be doing it. They be like hella albums in, and it's like, this is how I fell in love. This is how I broke up out of love. This is how I like sneaky leak on the love. Like, it's like you covered all the bases of love.
All the loves.
That's fascinating though, because I feel like even as a producer, I feel the same way where it's like maybe not talking about the same things, but it's like, damn, I'm playing the same chords that I'm always playing.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I, there's always a way to get better at my craft. So how do I do that, right? And I realized that it's like, I just got to listen to more music. Right?
Exactly.
If it's for poetry,
I have to like expand my base.
Just gotta listen. You gotta live more life.
Yep.
And maybe like some people be like stubborn. They're just like, no, I want to just create.
I think that writer's block or like creative blocks happen because it's like life, the universe, God or whatever pushing you to like, or mosquitoes pushing you to like expand your horizon.
Yeah.
Like you've dang, I don't like that saying. Where they're like, you beat a dead horse. I don't mean to beat a dead horse. That's a terrible saying.
Why do they say that?
I don't know.
Who invented the beat a dead horse?
But I feel it because it's like the horse is already dead. Why are you beating it?
The mosquito's like, I'm still hungry. I don't care how many times you try to kill me, bro.
But yeah, I think like you've hit a plateau because you've already talked or explored these things as far as you can. Mm-hmm. And so now you need to go live more life to either get a new perspective on those things or to have new things to talk about. But you're like, well, I'm still going to stay in my house and do the same monotonous things I've done for the last 5 years. And it's like, well, then you're never going to get out of your block. Like you have to invite new creative things into your life.
Okay, so I got one more question for you. It's, what do you do to pour into your own light when it's not on the sick one, we're not on the mob, we're not traveling? It's like I'm back home and it's like, this is what I do for myself to like heal my own self. Like what is that for you? But little baby boys. Where did the baby come from?
All they have is free will, bro.
Oh man, I wish I was that free.
All they have is free will. Okay, what I do to pour it back into myself on a day-to-day, which sounds like so like okay, but I clean.
Yeah.
Like I really like if you refresh your space, if you like clean it and you like open up the blinds and you light a candle, it just like you feel renewed in a sense and you feel like ready to tackle the day. So that's first and foremost what I always do is I clean and then I sun soak.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like anytime we do like these tours and like I come back home and like there's like my like travel bag and it just stays there and it like lingers. When are you going to unpack me? I'm like, I'll do later.
Next thing you know, you have another trip.
I'm like, shit.
Good thing I didn't unpack that. No, I'm ready.
I think people forget that like it's so important to have like a clean living space because like it's where you lay your head every day, right? And like it's a reflection of your mental health actually. So if like you wake up and shit looks like a mess, it's like, well, guess what your mental probably looking like?
Man,
I could probably guess it for you. You know what I mean?
You're gonna feel like you don't feel ready to tackle the day in a messy space.
Agreed.
That's just my opinion. You know, some people operate really well in like chaos. They're like, it's messy, but I know exactly where everything is.
Where it's at. I have one last question for you too. Okay, first off, you're from like Ukiah, right?
Random
first off,
place.
Who's in Ukiah? I have like one friend from
the
Ukiah.
fact you even know this place is crazy.
Come on, one of my favorite humans. Come on, we lied to me. Can you tell me a little bit about what your experience was like growing up and why like representation matters to you, especially being like in the position that you're in now? Like people like they go to the shows and they're like, oh my god, that's T. I be seeing T. You be on my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how important is like representation to you?
I feel like it's a really big thing that keeps me showing up. Like because I know how inspiring it can be to see somebody else doing it.
Come on.
Like you don't even got to be doing nothing crazy, but to see somebody like chasing after their dream is like, dang, I can go after mine. Or like to even hear other people be like, dang, that's T, you inspire me so much. And X, Y, Z is like, wow. And you know, I grew up. Sometimes people know, and other times they're like, dang, why you never said it? But like I grew up in foster care, so I grew up pretty much figuring life out on my own, like with no like real guide. Talking about that and being really vocal about that, I have been my whole life, and people are always like, why are you like, you're like so unafraid to talk about it? But that's part of the representation of being able to be like, I'm from that background. There's a lot of people who are from that background who, when they hear it, they're like, dang, I went through that too, and you look at what you made of yourself, you know? So I just feel like being authentic about where you're from, what you've overcome, and like showing up as your best self really allows people to like be inspired and then do it for others.
I think that there's like a certain type of bravery and like it takes courage to speak from like a situation that you either came from growing up or like any like life situations. But it's important because there's somebody that's viewing, obviously, like you watching this video right now, and people are able to be like, bro, I'm going through the exact same thing, and you was able to do X, Y, Z, and underscore, etc. You know what I mean? So like the fact that you came from a situation like foster care, but you also, we just did Super Bowl, we did Tiny Desk, we did a bazillion, gazillion, jillion gigs. and just like, and most importantly, we had this great picnic today, planned by yours truly. You feel me? This is Humans Decorating Time. This is Tietta.
That's Simon. Bye. We did it, Joe.
Oh, we did it.